going to need.
So let's talk about that, because you also have a very large trans following. You know, many trans women. I have a lot on my page and a lot I'm close with. Let's talk about that. What is the thing, do you think, with, you know, they got this whole new thing, cisgender, whatever. What do you think is the whole thing with bio women and trans women? What do you think is that thing? Where does it come from? What is
fear? Okay. The thing, I'm trans girls, y'all gonna get mad at me right now, but we're gonna be all right. We're gonna come through this. Y'all gonna pray for me after I tell the truth. Trans women came on the scene by storm to people who didn't know y'all was already here, not realizing that y'all been doing their hair and in their stores and babysitting their kids. They don't know you already been here all the time. Now it's public. I'm scared because we losing all the black men to white girls. You losing the black men to the gay boys. You losing the black men to prison. You losing the black men today are not eligible. You know, they're not, you know, good candidates because they don't work. There's so many variables will keep a black woman from having a man. And then they have to deal with a woman who used to be a man who looked better than me. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to lie, most of my trans girlfriends look better than me. And I'll say it because I'm not beat. I'll say it. No, most of them look better than me. But most women are fearful of the loss. Because they know, because I'm not trying to be funny. These girls have stuff that the average woman can't afford. I know some of this shit. You be like, bitch, how you buy this? Men are featuring these girls. Women are intimidated and they don't want to say I'm intimidated. So the first thing they say is, oh, you got a dick between your legs. She knows she got a dick, and your man knows she got a dick. And your man is still spending money because she got surgery. She got all kind of expensive purses and shoes and stuff. That the women are living better lives than a lot of the girls are living. And it's because women just, it's a fear that they have. They don't want to admit it, but you can tell because if a trans girl walk in the room, you know the heads turn because they got the body, they doing it. The first thing you'll see a cisgender woman say is, oh, that used to be a man. And you say to yourself, well, why the hell did you need to tell that? The only reason you needed to tell that because that's your weapon, or that's your way of taking her down 2 or 3 notches. But what they don't realize, her having a pussy don't make, I hate to use the word pussy, but a pussy don't make you a woman. A pussy just make you female. My dog got a pussy. Is she a woman? A pussy don't make you a woman. Being about your business is what makes you a woman. And a lot of these girls about their business, they doing what they got to do. So we can't get mad at them. If anything, I'm trying to figure out how they doing it, how they getting these jobs, how they getting these lives and these men, because men are featuring them the way, my phone is falling, I'm sorry guys. Men are featuring them in a way that they're just not featuring women all the time nowadays. And it's because, like I said, look at them. Look, 7 out of 10 of them are gorgeous. Then you got 1 or 2, and even the ones that got the big bones and shit, they be big bones and shapely and dressed and hair, and they're what men are looking for. And men don't want to admit it because trans attracted men like to hide more than gay men. But the thing they don't, people don't understand is that acquired taste is like once they start dating them, it ain't nothing you can do for them no more. And women need to let them go. They sit and try to fight. To me, once he has that in him, what you gonna do for him?
Asia Balenciaga just said on here, when they tell their men RT, those people also get curious.
Yeah. Yep. You did not lie, girl. Because as soon as you tell that shit, I told one of my friends, I said, why would you tell your husband that? Because when she did it, the girl walked in the restaurant, I ain't gonna lie, the bitch was bagged. She was bad. Giuseppe's on, big ass pretty Chanel bag. The girl was bad. When she walked in, you could feel the tension with the other women in the restaurant. And first thing my friend said, well, she looked like she used to be a man. She looked like that was a man. And I looked at her because when she was sitting there talking, her husband was sitting there looking, and every time she turned her head, he was looking dead at that trans girl. And I told her, I said, you just piqued his curiosity. You just piqued his curiosity, and if he have to fax that bitch his number, I said, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up to lose, because once they get that acquired taste in them, it ain't nothing you could do for them but wash dishes and take care of their kids, and they'll be back by 12 the next day. The next day. No, it's the truth. people try to knock people down, and when you ever see somebody try to stop you from doing something, and then something better happen for you?
All the time.
All the time. You can't, who God bless, no man could curse. That's why a lot of these girls, people persecuting them and doing all kind of shit to them, and they pumping straight through living. Pumping straight through. And you saying to yourself, okay, bitch, you can't even get a mommy makeover. You can't even get your stretch marks together, and this bitch done became a whole woman in 2 years. And you somewhere hating on her. No, you need to find out what she doing, or well, how you do that? What you use on your skin? No, women fear the loss of the men to the trans girls. And like I told one of my girlfriends, we were talking about it because she had her husband to leave her. This was back in the days when her husband pulled it. But she told me, she said, I was at a point where I hated all of them. I hated all of them. And I said, well, all of them didn't, screw your husband. It was only one. And when I say he left, he didn't even pack no bags. He just did not come back home and went and lived another life. And I told her, I said, in life, we gotta just know where we fit in. We gotta know where we fit in and know that. And I want trans girls to know, y'all gotta stop with this trans woman shit, because transition is the moving from one place to another. So if I'm moving in an apartment, or moving from a house to an apartment, or whatever I'm moving to, at some point I gotta unpack my bags. I can't leave my bags in the hallway of the apartment building and stay in transition. I'd like to see more trans women embrace womanhood. Not keep saying transition, transition, transition. Y'all gotta come on this side of the fence and embrace everything that comes with this journey of womanhood. And sometimes when trans girls say, oh, they're killing trans girls at an alarming rate. And I want to tell them, baby, you signed on to be a woman. Women get killed every day. This is part of womanhood. We get raped. We get disrespected. We get groped. We get catcalled. We get underestimated. It's part of womanhood, is to be mistreated, because you didn't transition to be a white woman, baby. You transitioned into being a black queen. We are the most disrespected, mistreated, overlooked people on the planet. So when you come on this side, I don't want to hear too much belly aching about what happened to y'all, because y'all knew this shit was fucked up. You got a mama. You see what your mama went through. This ain't no easy walk. So I want y'all to come out of transition and jump into womanhood with both feet in, planet deep. Because we need allies. Women don't realize how bad we need trans girls, but we need the allies. We do. Because most black women, we've been mistreated so long to the point where anger is just part of our personality. And
where angry black woman comes from.
That's where that comes from. But it's not just so angry. It's the defense, where we have to defend ourselves all the time. We have to defend ourselves all the time. We're forced to not eat because we need to adhere to Eurocentric standards of beauty. We're forced to bleach our skin because we don't feel that black is beautiful. We're forced to do all of these things to adhere to a standard of beauty that you might never obtain. You might never obtain that. So with that being said, I just want to see the girls understand that you ain't no different from a bitch that bleed every month. You ain't no better than a bitch that bleed every month. You are the same as a bitch that bleed every month. A bitch is a bitch. And when men kill you guys, they're not killing a trans girl. It's an attack on femininity. That's what this is. It's not so much, oh, they're doing this to trans people. No, women have always been killed in alarming numbers, and especially black women. And I know it's making people angry, I'm saying this, but it's the truth. It's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. And so sometimes when you see women act jealous towards you, you have to understand the journey of the black woman. And you have to respect that journey. You have to respect that journey. And you have to embrace her and try to, I'm not saying take a whole bunch of bullshit from them, because you know some of them could get a little boquisha. But you have to understand that her anger...
Tyrone, Sean, I need a charger.
Her anger comes from a place of being mistreated. Her anger comes from a place of being cheated on and neglected. Her anger comes from a place of men thinking it's okay that she should accept and be okay with being a side bitch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How men think you're supposed to pay for shit. How men think this, and I just want us to be more united, like more cohesive in a unit where if I see you getting bashed for something, I feel that I should say something because we are women. I just would like to see that, because at the end of the day, men don't like y'all no more than they like us. They just don't. They just don't. They don't. They use you the same way they use us. First thing trans girls say is, oh, as soon as they look at me, they want to have sex with me. That's the game. That's what you signed on for. Because they don't look at me and say, well, girl, let's pray. That's what you signed on for.
Everyone on these live, please share this video and also be on Ballroom Throwbacks. Tammy will be here, 2-3 times a month from now on?
Yes.
So we'll be talking all type of stuff, all type of topics. BrtbTv TV for 2017, we'll be having different shows. The Edit, Ballroom 911. We have a lot of great things coming at you guys.
And catch me on Three-Siders.
And
Triangles with my daughter Kiko. And like I said, 2017 is going to be a good year for us. Let's all try as a community. The LGBT, like I said, I want to see the Butch Queens start embracing the transgender community and the lesbians as well.
So let's talk about that now.